What the heck is going on? Welcome back to the How We Doing podcast, episode number 98. I'm your host, Christopher. How
it's
you
episode
doing,
99,
baby?
jerk off.
Oh, wow. It's episode 99. Episode number 99.
Number 99.
Thank you, Dan. That's our producer, Danito, Papito, Tatito. I appreciate you. I'm your host, Chris. This is our co-host, Giacomo, James.
Yo, what's up?
That's Nick. How you doing? Say hello. Don't be shy. Don't be
Hi,
bashful.
guys. You know, I won't say nothing.
Yeah,
I don't want to start.
Shut up!
I don't want to start off so hot.
All right, before we get started, I always like to swing it over to Giacomo the Demas.
Hey.
And he likes to tell the people a little bit something about us. Go.
Yeah. That's right. How we doing, baby? Okay, 99th episode, about to roll into 100th episode. Wow, that's a big deal. All right, yo, very happy to be here right now. Very excited. This is the podcast that reminds you to hold the freaking door. Okay, we're the Feel Good Pod. We're about to give it to you. We have some cool we're talking about. All right, so stick around. We're about to get into it. So take your cup, glass, thing, whatever the frig you got. All right, take a sip because I'm thirsty. Take a nice deep breath as we pull you away from the craziness and nurture our minds. How we doing, baby?
Let's go.
I didn't drink anything.
You know what? I think it's really a shame that we've been doing this podcast for 99 episodes.
And YK.
We've only had like one or two interactions with YK.
We should reach out again. Maybe now things have changed.
Do you think it's because we started saying their name wrong, like off the bat?
Listen,
like,
if they stuck with it,
I made the correction. YK. Real Hawaiian of me.
We all did.
Look, their name is good, but our variation is good marketing.
YK. It's New York slang.
Yeah, I mean,
we make our own.
I get why it's. If you actually look at the spelling, I get why it's YK. Why it's YK.
Yeah, I mean, if you understand English, then I think that it makes sense.
Yes, too bad for the dyslexics out there.
Is do they speak another language in Hawaii?
Yeah, they speak their own thing. I think
so, right?
Yeah, they speak their Waiakuku.
Dan, do you have any idea what they speak over there?
Yeah, they speak. It's the same stuff that they do the rituals like oh malaka shikalaka ding no. They're slapping their knees.
Oh, it's Samoan.
There we go.
It's just called Hawaiian. Olelo Hawaii.
Samoan. Where'd you get Samoan then? That was good though.
Samoan's a Girl Scout cookie, bro.
No.
Yeah, it's Samoa's.
Ooh, that's close.
Samoa.
It's close. It's not, but it's close.
Yeah, it's a Samoa. I learned that the hard way.
I thought you got that from...
I thought it was a Samoan.
Could I get some Hawaiian?
Could I have a Samoan
Girl Scout cookie?
I thought he was messing with Moana. I thought he was like doing a spin-off Moana for a second.
We're just piling a bunch of words that are way too similar for me.
Is it Is it acceptable to like buy Girl Scout cookies? Like if it's not Girl Scout cookie season?
You can buy Girl Scout cookies on Amazon.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
You don't want to buy Girl Scout cookies. They recently found asinine.
You shut up!
He's out of control.
Chris, you do it just a little bit too. You got to dial back just a little bit, and it's perfect. Do it again.
Too much. You shut up.
Yeah, that's good.
This is a new thing.
You don't want to actually yell it. Well, you could actually yell it, but you shut up. If you
have. That's exactly how it works, by the way.
Yeah,
okay? You shut up is something that you say to your friend when they're saying something important, they're really getting into it, and then you just say,
when I started doing it, I would just, anything I saw that I didn't agree with, like a commercial, I'd be like, you shut up. You shut up.
Because what do you say after that?
You lose at that point. I still have yet to use it in the real world. Like, I mean,
it's pretty
it's a pretty
aggressive thing to say to someone.
I picture like the scenario like a car, like I don't cut people off like an asshole, but like they don't like the way you cut them off, and they come up to them and they're like, "You gotta do it. You shut up."
I should have
like you just put it away, put it to bed.
I'm gonna hold on to that. That's kind of because you can't really take the person seriously anyway.
Yeah, when it happens, it's gonna be like the stars aligning for me, and I'm gonna be like. Hopefully I film it. It would be great.
You shut up. All right, what do you guys want to talk about?
We're going to be talking about.
What I want to talk about.
We're going to be talking about how to wear your pants correctly.
Well, one thing I want to talk about before
backwards, zipper, down, up.
One thing I want to talk about before we talk about what we're talking about.
Sure.
I want people to comment. Maybe I should open the podcast for 100.
Why do you got to do this, man?
No, because you start in and you're like episode 98, and then last week you said you're co-host. This week you're a host.
Listen,
what the f- going on?
He's out of control. I told
you
you he's
caught
out
that?
of control.
Yeah, I caught that.
Well,
Chrissy's
why are
out
you
of
addressing
control.
it? Dan, what's the timestamp right now? 12:30. No, man.
7 minutes in.
Thank you. You've been 7 minutes in. I said that at the beginning of the podcast.
I didn't want to
and you
disrupt
friggin-
the flow of the intro and the good things, so I was like, you know what? I'm not going to start off so hot. But I have to get it off my chest. I can't stand it.
Well, I mean, honestly, I'm glad you did because I don't want you to keep things bottled up. That's how
if
things,
a single person listening
prolong
comments
and
by the time
don't get resolved.
That's
So,
if a single
I'm glad.
listener
That's
or
great. Write that
fan,
down.
how many times do I have to repeat myself on this?
You
podcast?
shut up.
you gotta
Sorry,
gotta
that's
persevere.
great.
You know, you gotta persevere.
If
through
a
hard
single
times.
viewer, listener, fan, how we doing, Pop, comments that Nick should do the intro from here on out, or just for 100, I'm doing it. That's
No,
it.
because somebody's
You
gonna
had to
do
go
it now.
beyond 100 and
Somebody's
say
gonna feel
all of it.
somebody's gonna feel sympathy for you, and that one person's gonna do it. I don't agree to these terms.
I said it.
you need at least 5.
They fight over this. I don't care.
You need at least 5,
I
and
just
we
show
could do
up
it.
these days.
No, one and done. That's it.
No,
One and done, and you're
Well, that's
choosing
all
the
you
biggest
think?
episode. We're not going to
That's
have
all-
another big episode until
that's all his confidence.
I've definitely,
is in, it's
I've
just
definitely
one.
opened like the best episodes we've had. I think.
You know,
It's
what
like
they,
wow,
on
I'm
the
gonna have to
dark
open up
horse.
now.
Like you don't even like.
You know what they
it's
say-
Not even.
you
thought,
know
like,
what
oh,
they
let's
say-
let's let Nick open tonight.
you know what they say: a full camel himself in the desert and finds himself dead. So
Did you just make that up, Chris? What
He,
the
de-
fuck
he
is-
definitely did, and I don't know
no, it's a saying.
a full camel.
what the saying
There's
means.
no saying that starts with a camel.
It means don't be so full of yourself, or you're gonna end up shitting in the desert and dead.
Even a blind squirrel's.
You're gonna wind up dry.
about the
dead.
time twice a day. What's that one?
Squirrels have watches now.
Dan, you know
I
that
would
one?
know about that if
You
they
would.
did.
You
Even a
would.
blind.
They
Okay.
don't.
Something gets the clock right twice a day or some time right.
You work
nothing-
on that
it's
one.
nothing like
Co-
about
comment down below.
It's
I don't know
nothing
what
like
it is.
about a blind
Shit.
person at all. I'm gonna let you struggle through it.
It's a
though.
blind squirrel.
Okay, all right. Let's hop on.
blind
let's hop
squirrels
into the
right
first
about
topic.
the clock twice a day
That's it.
because it's got a watch.
Did we go to the moon or what?
Hold on.
Yeah,
You're still looking into this? Don't
No,
do
no,
this.
no, we can
Don't-
start.
Don't do this. What are you
yeah,
doing?
we did.
You did it? You did? I see. I think we did, but I think we did it at the same time. Are you really on your phone?
What is he
We're
doing?
losing him.
What is he doing?
Oh,
Did-
gosh,
did
I'm
we go
sorry.
to the moon?
This went hot.
Okay, sorry.
Who you
There it
texting?
is.
Just asked.
Even a blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while. That's it, actually.
I could have guessed that for you, but
that
I
was
thought
you
worth,
were saying
that was worth the
something
search.
You were saying
two
something about
things
time.
together. Yeah,
Help me, Dan.
I
What
thought
the
you were
fuck,
trying to
bro?
mix two different analogies together to show.
It
Chris's
probably
point.
sounded like I was, because there's one about the clock too, but we're talking about the moon.
Yes, we are. Do you think they really went?
Hold on, Dan. Can
I
I,
don't
put
think
in
I should go
a
first.
request?
Depends.
All right, I can go first.
Can you come over here at some point during the episode?
For what?
And
I
massage
don't
my
know.
back.
No, I just want him to be like closer to us. I feel like he's like, you know.
I think Dan's good right there. Unless you
that's
want
mean.
to. No, I don't think Dan wants to get up.
No, Dan will probably make
Yeah,
his way over
comfy.
here for episode 100.
He's leading the starship.
Dan,
over there.
100's
honestly,
gonna be
I
a
would-
lot of moving around.
I
so probably.
really appreciate if you could just shimmy on over here
Well,
at some point.
next
I'll
week's
think about
episode,
it.
100 is going to be a little
All
wacky. You're going to have crazy shit going on. Dan might be in the shot. You never
He
know.
might. I mean, he has a new hairstyle too. You guys probably want to see it.
Might come in here and shake his
I
tail
saw
feather.
him, I
I,
was like,
might
wow.
braid his hair again.
How many episodes ago was Dan on?
You started to 40 something, Dan?
I started. Yeah, I'm 40.
No,
40.
That wasn't my question.
The only one.
What
I
was your
How many
question, Bobby?
episodes ago was Dan on the show?
I was only on the
Oh.
one that you tapped out on, and
Right.
I popped in for the intro. The one James wasn't here.
Did you?
That's
good.
That was the intro.
Yeah, it was-
No,
that
you
was
came
good-
in. You
good
came in for a
content.
taste test one time.
Pure.
Back when I was on that side.
Oh, that too.
No,
Yeah.
but what episode was that, Dan? You remember?
50 something.
Here's the 60
Alright.
episodes of Dan next week. as of next
Salud,
week.
cent'anni, Danito,
Chitani,
Babito.
Danito.
But
Can you believe we did 40 episodes with Steve?
Wow,
That was his
Steve,
name?
man, how dare he? Do you remember what
we
he
don't
did?
mention his name around
We don't
here.
talk about that
Stop.
guy
We
anymore.
should drop
Don't do it.
that.
Although we love all people.
But this has been a journey. We'll get there. Maybe we should
71.
really speak about the journey
Close.
to the moon first.
Apollo 13.
I don't know about it.
Apollo 13 was
No,
the
that's
movie.
the movie.
Right.
Well, my thing is like there's a lot
Stay
of
away.
there's a lot of things around it. It's mentioned in songs, right?
Yeah,
There's
of course.
movies like
Man on the moon.
Could You Believe
Yeah.
We Put a Man on the Moon? Man. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Red
like,
Hot
what
Chili
is-
Peppers?
What is the begin? Like, what is the meaning behind that song? Besides, like, is that really what it's talking about?
Dan, could you look that up? Man on the Moon is the name of the song by REM. Can you look up the meaning of it?
So like, there's a
'Cause
lot
the
of
writers probably said it.
there's a lot of mixed things about this. As Donito's looking for that. All right, I heard that the people that were on,
Buzz
astronauts?
Aldrin and
yeah, the ones that, those guys,
Neil Armstrong.
when they traveled,
One more.
there's a few things that's kind of
It's Neil Armstrong, right? I confuse him
It's
and
not Lance.
and the
Yeah,
bicyclist.
The third
all
one's
the time.
Larry Dickinson. But go ahead.
The third guy is the cameraman.
That's good. That's good. Quick.
Yeah.
So there's a few things that kind of concerns me right now.
Go ahead.
First off,
You lost it.
Don't do it. Put your tongue back in your mouth.
What concerns you, James?
okay, no, yeah. Okay, when they went to go see the Queen, right, overseas,
Who?
they didn't say a lot
Oh,
to what's his name, the one that was that's married or was
Harry?
married to Harry. Was that the king,
No.
the prince?
We
Prince,
don't know.
Charles.
What's-
Prince Charles, the one that you want to
He's
want to
the
name
king
Charles
now.
your first son.
Yeah.
He had a lot of questions because he's fascinated by
Okay.
Space.
the space and
Yeah.
when he was asking questions, they were being very dry. They weren't saying a lot, and they even articulated this in
You want to know why?
the show.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because it's none of those Brits' business.
Boo.
No, it's America.
Yeah, but we're
Well,
allies.
it's our
It's
business.
the world's business, bro.
No, it's not.
True, but
Some things must be kept a
Well,
secret.
So there's a lot of videos.
They were
Yeah.
jealous. They were mad. They were like,
Do you guys?
they wanted to go to the moon. They couldn't.
I think they went.
I mean, it was really between us and Russia.
We
England
took
wasn't
we,
getting there.
we took America and we went to the moon.
I think that's the
But
first.
why haven't we been back since?
That's a good question. You see, shut them up. You shut us up. We
Doesn't
went. We
make
went. We went
sense.
to the
Because
moon.
they went there and there's nothing there.
Why wouldn't we go there and try to do more farmage or some?
So
What are you gonna farm? There's rock. It's
Yeah,
a
we
rock.
could do greenhouses here. Why can't we do greenhouses there?
Because there's no water. I don't think.
But if you do greenhouses, you could maybe make water, bring
why
oxygen
do you
on
need a
over.
greenhouse
Let's
on the
not-
moon.
let's
when you
not
can have a
pretend-
greenhouse
because you
there?
know
Let's
what?
not pretend like we know what the we're talking about.
We're starving over here.
Yeah,
and
we're
there's
clearly
people
starving.
dying.
We're obese
can't-
over here.
Come on.
Yeah, we're obese, not over there overseas.
Dan,
or
Okay,
some shit.
so
I'm sorry,
Wh-
sorry, I'm getting out of control.
When
I know.
you type into Google
I'm a
like
little too excited.
did America land on the moon in 19 whatever, like what happens?
Yes.
They say yes.
Of
Yeah.
course they say yes.
So then no.
And what's the explanation? I want to know.
So
Explanation behind what they're saying?
if they
Yeah.
said yes, it
Well,
means no.
the theory is that like we never went to the moon, but we went to at least out of orbit. Like there's videos, the video of them taking videos of the Earth through a porthole. There's like speculation that that's on a set. You see a guy walking in front of it. There's a shadow.
Right. But like no, but what is the actual explanation? Like
Behind what?
just type that into Google for me. Like, did we land on the moon? And how?
The flag is a problem. The shadow is a problem. Those angles are total issues. I do not agree. I don't know if we really went to the moon.
The Eagle landed in the Sea of Tranquility on July 20th, 1969.
In the Sea of Tranquility. That's great.
There's a sea on the moon?
And who's to say that we can't do a greenhouse on the moon?
Oh, that says the landing. Wait.
Just kidding.
Doing my own research right now. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Are you really? What do you find?
Two
out there?
astronauts spent about 2.25 hours exploring the site, collecting lunar material, installing scientific instruments.
The truth of the matter is that during the time when we were where we went to the moon, the technology out there was AVI, all right? And you know what? If
Avi.
they waited a little bit longer, all right, lies would have probably reached the surface.
Bro, I don't think that there's any reason for them to have lied about that.
Because it proves then that there is an outer space. If they know that there isn't,
There is an outer space.
you'd think that there's
Space
an
may
outer
be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement.
You know what Hollywood is?
You got that?
Hollywood
You
is
got
what they
that,
used to
Slime?
make wands out of. They made wands for witches. Witches made wands out of Hollywood. It's not I'm definitely
Well,
I'm
you
boshing
see,
this
George,
right now.
you
I
get
know it
your
is.
Hollywood here.
You guys
and
are
you make
bopped.
You make
We're
fucking
bopped?
spells,
You're bopped.
mate.
Or are you bopped?
You do
No.
spells for your lies, hey?
Listen,
Hollywood.
Shrinkity dinkity do.
listen. I have my beliefs in various conspiracies, but I just don't see. I don't see the evidence or the point.
Okay, can I counter
The
you?
point. Can you let me finish my point? The point of faking the moon landing. I understand it was going on during the Cold War and they wanted to get there before Russia, but I really don't think that because like we've been to space, we have been there. There's 100% we have been to space.
Have you been there?
There's a layer that we can't get through.
Not me.
Astronauts
Damn
have
right
literally
he's
said it. They're all over YouTube saying that we can't get past like the rock fortress. That there's just not.
So-
it's impossible.
There's this guy that like is not targeted Buzz Aldrin, but he's went up to him multiple times and told him, if you land on the moon, swear on the Bible.
He wouldn't do it.
He punched a guy in the face one time. I know for a fact. I saw the video. And the other times that didn't go well. If you were Buzz Aldrin and you went on the moon, why wouldn't you swear on the Bible?
Yeah. Why would you? Why do you have a
People are
problem?
like,
with
oh,
that?
he's invading his privacy. He doesn't want it.
Oh yeah.
But like, you realize how bad that looks if you don't. You know?
I think
I don't know.
I think it's a
What is
bit.
Donita right? Where's that?
The guy that Nick's talking about that Buzz Aldrin punched,
Yeah.
his name is Bart Sibrel. He did a documentary on the moon landing being fake, and this is just like
The NASA fake footage of Earth.
using a circular window. That's what I was saying.
Yeah. So, bro, NASA's literally said that all images of Earth are photoshopped.
What do you got to say?
That's
about
fact.
that?
You could look that up because they can't they can't take a picture of Earth. It's just I don't know the scientific
They have
explanation.
to. They have to fill in gaps, basically.
I think
Yeah.
I think you're
So-
disrespecting.
If it's Photoshop,
I think you're
how could you believe it?
disrespecting America.
I
That's
think
not
that
disrespecting America.
Yeah.
Believing the what's not the truth and them forcing us to believe that is disrespecting humans.
humanity. Yeah.
I agree to that, but I don't
Intelligence.
think that's the case.
I'm not like all like crazy, like holding a pitchfork in the street, like we didn't go to the moon, but
You know what though? Like if they get away with the foolage, all right, there's like 100 people in a room just laughing at the fact that the whole world thinks that we went to the moon.
Povey
They said
right
that
now
there's more-
listening is going nuts.
Probably.
Just
It'd be
saying.
pretty.
They said that our cell phones have more technology in it than the space shuttle that went to the moon.
The picture they take, like the
That's
video
impossible.
they take, there's no stars in the background. And I'm not saying I'm a know-it-all. Like a scientist could probably give me like a bunch of gibberish or big words. I don't understand as to why you might not see stars in that picture. But from my perspective, what they tell us about the place we've been to that I haven't been to or seen is that there's stars there. And we can see the stars from here.
Well, if you don't
should
believe in
see them in the
space, then
picture
you
there.
shut up about stars.
No, I don't know.
Because
It's
then they don't
interesting
even
think
matter to
about.
you. Listen, when
Stars
I get
matter to me.
listen,
I love
I'm,
the North Star.
I'm gonna go to space. I'm gonna go to the moon,
The Big Dipper.
and I'm gonna take a picture.
The Little
and I'm gonna
Dipper?
send it to you,
All
and
right,
then
when
I'll
you-
be laughing.
Well,
I'll be the one
SpaceX, they're the ones
fucking
going
chuckling
there. NASA doesn't
my
even
way
go.
all the way back home.
You know what? If you do that, I will gladly accept your laughage,
Yeah,
if that's a word.
do it.
But what is
You
SpaceX
friggin'
doing?
will.
Na-
SpaceX is doing all sorts of shit, man.
but so NASA is
You're boring me.
NASA is like a government corporation
Yeah,
or
they're a
what?
Organization.
Organization, yeah.
They
Organization.
were just actually bought out by McDonald's. I
and
heard.
SpaceX has grants from NASA to operate within space. or
Yeah,
some
they
shit.
do. They were,
They were granted by the National Space Confederation.
Dan, can you look this up? My
first,
conspiracy mind isn't accurate. Now.
Asshole.
What
What
is
do
You
you
want to know?
what
Yes,
is-
they have contracts by the government in order to do it. It's,
no, what does NASA mean in Hebrew?
in Hebrew.
Yeah, or Latin, one or the other.
What do you mean? NASA is not
It's
a
in
word. It's an acronym.
No, but it's.
Oh no! Okay,
some-
no.
I think
Yeah,
it's-
he's talking about. Okay, fine. Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, because the letters have numbers, and those numbers in Hebrew have meanings.
I don't know if that's it.
In
Maybe not.
Hebrew, it means to deceive.
I was gonna say deceive. I'm so
Wow.
sharp, bro.
And
I
they
should have
have-
said it.
And they have the slithering.
So the
tongue in
organization's named.
image.
The name of the organization in Hebrew means to deceive, and They Photoshop pictures of the Earth.
Now, if NASA really did go to the moon,
I'm just
they
saying.
had
why would
Nazis working for
Why
them.
would that be their name?
I don't need to be all knowing or anything. I'd like to, but certain things you got to think about, right? What does government mean? Government means to control the people or some shit like that. I think.
Well, I mean, that kind of
Listen,
makes sense.
listen,
You know, same
listen,
shit.
listen. Do you want to live?
It's
in
all
a,
out there.
Do you want
It's
to live in a
all in plain sight? right in
Shut
front
up.
of you.
Do you want to live in a world without the government?
Want to
Without
live in a
our
world with a
government?
better government,
Bro,
I
this
don't
should
know.
not even be like a hesitation. Do you want to live in a world without a government?
Because you
No, you
drive
need
me
control.
down the rabbit hole of like
It's yes or no.
my what's the word?
Your sick, twisted mind.
No, what's your own
your
world
interpretation, your
pent
Pent up aggression.
your own world like
I have no. I don't know.
You really know.
Starts
How to,
with a
you really
P.
know how to fuck it.
Dan, how do you,
Personal? What are you talking about?
your
Come on.
Pantasia? It's not Pantasia. What's the word? Come on.
Pantasia.
I have no idea,
You guys
bro.
need to calm the down. Relax.
That's
I'm
it.
trying to find a
That's
word.
it. This guy's Pantasia is really affecting the way he's doing this.
Dan,
right
it's
now.
your own like the world how you
charades.
would have it.
Your oyster.
Perspective.
No. Oh man.
It's not perspective.
It sounds like the name of a planet almost, like Populonia. No.
You trying to say Pandora, dude?
Is that it?
No.
no, that's like Pandora's
No,
box.
what's the word?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nick, come on, dude.
All
You're,
right, you guys
you're
talk.
really side.
I'm-
No, we don't care. They don't care.
know if
Nobody cares.
They might be.
Word
Stop.
They fell asleep. Oh, we
for
just lost.
your-
we
Stop,
lost him.
Nick.
Can you calm down? You're driving me nuts tonight, man.
No, because dude, this is not.
I'll get you the word right now. God,
No, you don't.
utopia.
Oh,
See,
your
there's a
own
P in it. There we go.
This
utopia.
guy.
So it didn't start
So
with
saying
P.
you make me go down the rabbit hole of my utopia, which would be like one tribe, and we all just hunt and gather
Power in the people.
together
There
and
is
just
power in the
fucking
people.
work together. We do live in teepees and just,
What does that have to do with
You
you
end up
wanting
with
to live
fuck
in
the
a world as a
fucking
government?
bucket.
If the farmer's kid's sick, we're gonna help the kid. You know what I mean? And if the rich, it's like it's just we don't need government.
There's no secrets.
It's a perfect world. It's my utopia.
No. You
that's
do.
that's what you make me think of
you
when you
need
say
a world. You need people to be
government.
governed.
I'm joining his utopia, and we're making a temple.
I said this before.
You guys are gonna make a temple.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, that's
and
where we're gonna start.
And what are you gonna eat?
We're gonna grow plants. We're
gonna
gonna grow
eat nothing you
we're
want.
gonna we're
That's
gonna
for
have
sure.
we're gonna have
It's fine.
camels. We're gonna have lions.
You're gonna eat
Okay?
camel.
We're not gonna
No.
eat camel, but we're gonna
We're gonna
ride
have
them.
chickens with eggs.
Chickens.
Chickens with eggs. You're gonna make sure they got eggs. That's
No,
good.
They're gonna have
They're
hatch
gonna have
eggs.
eggs.
Chickens, Chickens hatch
We're
eggs.
Okay,
really
great.
teaming up on him,
Great.
aren't we?
You guys are living in this teepee in your
Pigs.
utopia with all these people, right? What happens when you get attacked by a government with
You
weapons
take them out.
of mass destruction?
we
Well,
go.
that's why.
Then what?
It's a utopia, Chris. It's utopia.
Listen, we're
You
gonna
can't- you
we're,
can't, like-
we're gonna have weapons. We're
Good
gonna have
all
weaponry.
good things come to an end.
Yeah, and your dream of going to the moon has already been destroyed.
No, it hasn't.
Because
Elon Musk is making all things possible.
Elon Musk
yeah,
is
he's
the
gonna
devil
put a chip
himself.
in your head too. You.
No,
Oof,
that's
I shouldn't
where
have
that's
said
where I
that.
draw the line.
Yeah, watch out.
Yeah,
He
well,
has
you put
the
it somewhere
technology.
else,
Well,
maybe.
Don't flaunt his name as your poster boy then, because that's like she's doing that. That's crazy.
He's honestly.
I'm not saying anything. Hey,
You
listen,
said, Elon Musk is doing great things. Great things.
Great things.
He's taking us there.
he's progressing. He's progressing the travel of space and time.
I bet you he does not.
You felt so professional saying that.
Listen, I just know that
What is SpaceX?
these
Dan,
things are necessary.
What has SpaceX done? Give me some accomplishments besides bringing home those
They did-
astronauts,
they
which
did
is
the,
remarkable.
they
What
did-
have they done
that part
besides
is
that?
remarkable.
They
but-
did the
Yeah,
reverse
kudos for that.
gravity, like how they landed the rocket.
Yeah, and it goes down like that.
Yeah,
That's
that's
pretty awesome. But what's the
awesome.
purpose? What is that?
What does that
gonna,
do for me?
So now
Seriously,
he
what does
goes
that do
gonna
for
get
me?
you to
Reuse the
space.
rocket.
What do they do then?
By catching it, to answer James's question, by catching it, you
Oh.
can reuse the rocket.
Okay, so Elon Musk
To
saves
reuse the
money.
rocket.
I don't give a shit about his money. What is SpaceX doing for me? What is NASA doing for me?
They're not supposed to do anything directly for you.
All they do is tell
What
us
do you
there's
want
an
them to do?
asteroid and we're going
Pay
to
for
die.
your
in years.
healthcare, like what do you want them to do?
And they let us know about the eclipses. That's all they do. We don't need NASA. Doge, cut NASA. Cut
Yo.
SpaceX. Save money.
Okay, first off, can I
All you
just
need
say
is
this?
Aristotle and Pluto and Socrates.
Shut up.
I believe in God, right? So like, do I really give a shit about going to another planet that got ungats? on it.
You're right.
That, bro. I'm dying.
Well,
here.
how do you know that God didn't create?
That's right. We're dying here. We're not going to another planet.
How do you know that God didn't create other planets?
He probably did.
He created the universe,
whatever. But we live in a dome.
God put us here for a reason.
You like that one, right? We live in a dome. You like that? I know you do.
Is that like Austin Powers, kind of?
Maybe, but not really exactly.
We live on a sphere.
Unless God tells me you need to go to Mars, I'm not going to Mars.
Yeah, he
I'm
has
not
to.
going anywhere.
He has to drop a big
I'll
sign.
stay
in front
right
of me.
here, motherfucker.
I'm going to Mars. So, all right, that's enough space talk with you,
we're
chacharoons. What's
That was a bad one.
chacharoons?
Yes.
Really? I thought that
Don't
was a good
care.
one.
No good.
Snip on it.
Sit on it.
Snip on it. This guy's a chooch.
How was our week?
Losing Danito.
What
Oh
else
yeah,
we got on the agenda. Dan, you coming over here? We lost.
No,
him.
that's it.
Dan's
He's gone.
taking
He's
a
gone. All
pee-pee
right,
break.
we're on main.
You're
mainstream.
fired.
Don't do anything silly.
We could be like right now for all we know.
Yeah,
How was
really
our week
can.
though? It's been a week since we've done a podcast,
Wow.
but it feels like all I do is
Why
a
are you
podcast.
lying to him? It
Feels like
hasn't
it's been
been a
2
week.
days.
It's been 2 days.
I'm
pal.
not lying.
No, we had to be honest with the people.
Well, we're gonna. By the time we post this, it's gonna be what he said, but it is what
Well,
you
it's
said
just
right
that we
now.
got big things coming.
Come here, bro. Don't just
come
touch
on
my
over
head.
here.
Give me a head
Come
rub.
give me a hug.
Come
That's
here.
not enough.
You just touched my head.
He's gonna have to be back.
How's that skin fade feel, Donnie? That's tight.
Yeah, do
right?
something. Do like a
Yeah.
little dance
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
Look at this
yeah,
thug
see,
right here.
That's
Shit.
Danito.
This is my
Hey,
buddy
listen.
Danito.
Give him a
Oh,
kiss.
listen.
Give him a kiss.
That
Danito
was
right
nice.
there. You have no idea.
Yeah, he's a good
I
kid.
need
man.
anything?
He's
You all good?
actually not even real. He's an AI.
Yeah, we generated him in this basement right here.
See, I'm an engineer. The boys helped me, and then Chris programmed his brain, and then Nico
I've
did some
spent a
other
lot of
things to
time
his
with him
backside
to
area.
create him.
Yeah, you made him the way he is.
Nobody caught that. I was in the sauna, and these two kids, they start talking about like their health and like different things that they're doing.
The fit or obese?
They were fit. No, they were fit. Not as fit as me, but
Why does it
they were
matter?
fit. But
He goes not as fit as me. It's fucking
so this guy walks in with this kid as I'm talking to these two dudes about fasting, and then he steps in. He's like, "Oh, I work for a vitamin shop, and you have no idea. Listen, I'm on a good stack right now." He must have like picked up that trendy word and like saw like who thought that was really
What was,
good.
What does that
So-
mean? This is a good stack.
Good stack. Like you have a few supplements that really
Okay,
makes
okay.
up your supplement.
That's cool.
It's your supplement
It's
stack.
like a wow.
It's like
I'm
a
gonna-
mama said. Wow, I just got stuck in the stutter. That was crazy.
You were
Shit.
so
Happened for.
conceited, and your ego is so through the roof.
Yeah, your ego is through the roof.
You talking to me right now? Are you having a moment?
Yeah, I'm talking to you, dicko.
Are you having
Are
a
you
moment?
drunk?
Are you
Are
okay?
you-
No,
okay.
no, because it's like
What's wrong?
no, I'll tell you exactly what's wrong.
Tell me.
Because like when we do this podcast, you just think you're the main character, and you're not.
Wow,
I never said that. You said
knocking
you were
it
the
down
host.
that was mean.
You
No.
said you were the host.
It's not mean, James, because he needs to stop.
I got stuck in the stutter and said, "Oh my god, I got stuck in the stutter. That's scary."
Yeah, but
and
like-
you said I'm conceited. I have an ego.
Because like, let me finish my stutter. No, you're trumping my stutter.
Why can't we start it together, bro? We're
we
brothers.
can, but you're over stuttering. You stumper. You stuttering stumper.
Whoa, bro! I think I gotta stop doing that.
But
You see what he just did?
You might.
I might catch something, bro. What the?
Okay, all right.
I'm sorry,
Let's
Chris.
take
I
it
won't
back to the
stutter over
story.
you anymore.
No, it's okay.
You were saying something.
I'll leave the stuttering to you.
No, it doesn't matter anymore. I don't know what I was saying.
Okay.
I'm stuttered and stumped.
Okay, so I'm going to
And
tell you what happened
stupid.
in the sauna.
You're a jerk.
Yeah, I said it.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah, your headphones make you look like a dwarf.
Yo, what's wrong with dwarfs, dude? Chill out.
Bro, you look more like a dwarf right now. I don't know why you have it tilted forward like that.
that. You look like
What do you
Luke Skywalker.
Wait,
Anakin,
wait,
is
wait,
it?
wait,
What's
Maybe
that?
Anakin.
Yo, Danito, could you help us get a picture of like what
That's
is that?
bad,
What is
okay.
that childhood girl toy doll that had the hat and
Whoa.
she had cherries and
talk-
stuff?
What are you talking about? This is
I'm
a
going to tell you what
this is a
happened in the sauna
PG
now.
rated
Yeah,
podcast.
so this guy's got a
talking about
stack.
dolls with cherries.
You're making it
I'm gonna-
weird, bro.
Shut
You're
up.
crazy.
I'm going to put the cherries back in my pocket. I'm going to tell you what happened in the sauna. So
This guy's got a stack.
So this guy has a stack, and like he thinks that's it. That's the one.
Oh, Dick Mom had one of those things.
That was you for a second.
There was one of those dolls like
Aw.
in this basement in the room for like 10 years. Top, Matt,
What's the
even
name
more.
of that? What's the name of that doll?
10 years, even
Ten,
max,
yeah, thanks.
more.
Strawberry shortcake.
Keep catching my trips, bro.
Your
That's-
strawberry shortcake.
I'll take it.
So
You know what's a good?
what? Go.
Sorry.
No, it's all right.
know what's so good?
I'm gonna step on you. If you're stepping on me, I'm gonna step on you.
Guys are on
Listen, bro,
fire.
I will throw this eagle at
You
you.
know what's the good? What's the good?
I did not sound like that at all.
I'm gonna
Like,
try.
not
turning
in
it
the
up.
slightest.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, what's good?
You see what I have to fucking deal with?
Bro,
I wanna
I'm
know
just
I
throwing it
wanna
back
know
'cause
what's good.
you were giving me. I'm just trying to figure out some before. Do a little bit of my own research.
Shut up.
You were getting on me.
I was
That
gonna
was good.
say, bro, I was thinking of the
Talk later.
strawberry shortcake bitch, whatever her name is. And I was thinking of the
What is her name?
You wanna
Lucy
piss-
or something?
I was thinking of the strawberry ice cream bar that you get at the ice cream truck with the strawberry.
No, I never liked.
Oh, your strawberry.
Wait, is that the one with
shortcake.
the flakes on
It's
it?
like the toasted almond.
Oh,
shit
yeah,
with the
yeah, yeah.
strawberry shortcake.
Delicious.
I'm
Oh,
salivating.
Santa.
Santa Maria. That's delicious.
Yeah, that's really good.
When's the last
Um,
time you had an ice cream truck?
I never had an ice
Wait,
cream
say-
truck
wait,
actually.
say that I'm not making fun.
When's
Are
the
you
last
asking me the
time
last
you-
time I did it in an ice cream truck?
When the last time you went ice cream?
Last time I went ice cream.
When's the last
was-
time you did ice cream?
I remember
I don't know.
there was a time
Last time I had the
I
ice
did a
cream
little
truck.
bit of ice cream.
I don't know,
think
but
was
Mr.
like- I
They
was like
opened the
probably like,
Mr. Softee
man, I don't know,
store.
teens maybe.
No.
Teens?
No.
No
I,
teens.
probably about 5 years ago.
All right, I'll accept that answer.
We've caught Mr. Softee
Maybe
not too long
maybe
ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah, I've ran out of the shower before.
One time I chased
Right
him
here,
all the way
Mr.
down the block
Softee.
and he didn't stop.
You heard that, Trey? You heard that? You came up with that idea.
What
That was
No,
a good
dude,
idea.
Chris
Oh,
is actually a little crazy with Mr. Softee. I'll be like, "Did you hear him?" Or am I going? Like, and then we would both be like, "Is that Mr.
Dude,
Softee or is it
listen,
just in our
dude,
head?"
listen, there's something about that cone that just gets me
Yeah,
riled up.
riled up. No, but you know what?
It's swords.
If you think about the song,
That's not the fucking
It is, right? I doubted myself for a second. But if you think about it, you can hear it in your head so easily. So that's why I'll be like, it's a Mr.
It's
Softee
like once you
placebo
hear it like
effect,
once,
yeah.
it'll be like, oh wait,
Is that him?
yeah. Is that it?
So they opened
Yeah.
one on Long Island, a Mr. Softee shop or
Or
store.
a store, yeah.
Do they just
Store.
do they play that music in there the whole time?
That would be terrible. I would-
They
Maybe
have
if
to.
they did with EDM remix, maybe it would be better.
They have to. Where is that? Dan?
I had the idea of
Oh
a
my
Mr.
God.
Softy tracker app that.
Yeah, we had that. Great.
Why am I even saying?
I feel like
that?
we talked about it before, but they said it and they opened the store.
No, but they're
It's
gonna.
not a-
Someone's gonna
it's not-
steal that.
Is
now.
it nation? It's not nationwide, is it, Mr.
a great
Softee?
idea.
Or is it just like
I think it's
New
really
York?
East Iceland.
East
Like
Iceland.
East
Dan,
Iceland?
is Mr. Softy? How many
Ooh.
locations does
I
Mr.
know
Softy have?
it's
Or-
like
or
a franchise because you can buy the tag.
trucks at least.
You just need a truck or
There was-
whatever.
Or
There-
where's the geographical landscape of the Mr. Softy trucks?
Please stop.
Please tell us where then.
But yeah, my day was good
I'll
yesterday.
fuck
today.
you up.
Tell me that.
Oh, Snickers.
Where they operate?
No, how like is it nationwide or is it just a New
No,
York
18
thing?
different states.
Are they all on the East Coast?
Okay. No. Oh, that's good. They're dispersed pretty well. You got Arizona. What's so funny, bro?
I said, are they all on the East Coast?
Why is that?
They could have all been on. I
It's
thought they
the
were.
It is like East Coast.
Don't laugh at yourself.
No, you're
What's funny about it? East Coast, yeah.
I just had a dyslexic moment.
Oh, okay.
I said East.
Oh, you
For
thought
some
you said
reason, I
it.
thought North or like South. I took the.
Okay, you
I,
flipped.
I took it and I went like this.
So you
thinking
thought
that-
like you said like North Coast or South,
South Coast.
which like you could say those things, but like you don't really refer to America. America, you only really refer East Coast, West Coast.
Well, there's no coast to the north.
True.
There's a South Coast in Florida.
You always know how to make me feel better. I appreciate you.
I try to. You guys want to play a game?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
What's this thing called?
Tapple.
Tapple on the table.
on the table.
And then we'll get into the rest of the show.
This isn't a great idea.
This is the table.
You shut up!
This is the table, and we've been here for 99 episodes.
99 episodes with this.
I
beautiful
just want
table.
to say to you guys that I've loved every second of it being here at this table.
I don't know if you've loved every second. Of
Although I
That's a lot,
haven't
yeah.
loved every
Not every
second of it.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
That's the more humble, truthful approach, and I appreciate you taking that. Let's all just try to talk really soft.
No, do not talk like that. That pisses me off,
no,
bro.
no,
No, seriously, I'll take that.
Just change your
It
tonality.
might be.
Whoa, no, I can't do that.
Wow,
Just-
we just learned 99th episode. We
I
learned
can't-
that
I
he
can't
can't
fuck
take
with
that
that.
sound
Why
in
can't
his
we
ears.
just talk a little bit low?
What are you, my shrink? Shut
Just
up.
Talk to us.
Get out of here.
I'm
To
just
us.
trying to calm you down, Nicholas. It's gonna be
Okay, come on. Let's play this game. Come on.
Okay,
Stop around.
All right, I'm sorry. You've worked really hard. You've worked all day, and now it's time for you to decompress.
Dude,
You shut up.
everybody just turned off the podcast. We lost everyone. Lost them all.
All right, we're gonna play.
I think they're loving every second of you
All right,
crashing
so-
out.
Yo,
Crash out.
yo, this kid
Okay.
was at work. He goes, "I'm about to crash out. I'm about to crash out, bro. I'm about to crash out." My boss asked me, he goes, "What the fuck does that mean?" All right, ready.
Okay,
we
so
should-
can we explain the rules of Tapple
I
first?
was about to do it, but
before-
why don't you?
Okay, great. So Tapple is a great game. It's made by Nestle Products in Toll House. And basically the idea of the game is like categories, and there's a bunch of letters in this wheel, and it's timed. So there's a timed round. You have to all go around in a circle, take turns picking.
If I took this long to
Big-
describe
shut
it,
up.
you would be all over, bro.
Let me go, man. Picking different topics of categories. Or
Yeah, most people
things
know
of
the game.
categories. Yeah.
Basically,
If you don't know the game, look it up.
we're gonna do one right now with foods. Okay, we're just gonna
What's
start
your
with foods.
attitude? What's with
Tapple
the
time.
attitude, dude? What's with the
No,
shit?
because if I took that long to explain the game, you'd be like, "Today, Junior."
You
I know, but
probably
you don't have to keep carrying on the fucking shit.
I just said we're gonna play. Let's
All
go.
right, so let's do.
I don't like his tone.
I don't blame you, but you
don't
know how to get back at it
It's
now.
like these
All you have to
guys
do is
are
speak
all-
soft.
Like it.
Look at his face. Okay, no. Wait, hold on. Before. Okay, let's
Make a
do
wish.
dad's. Let's do what dad would say.
Okay,
to
these
us.
are okay.
These are old things that dad would be like.
We saw the
you sure?
backyard podcast do this,
It was
and-
good.
and our dad says crazy shit, so this would be good.
Let's give a shout out to that podcast. What was that podcast?
Backyard podcast, right?
No.
Backyard pocket. No.
Back door,
No.
basement yard.
There you go.
Basement yard. Shout out
Backyard
basement yard.
podcast. Sorry,
The
You
guys.
guys are-
backyard
you
of
guys
its
are hilarious.
podcast.
What are the names on there? Louie and
Joe
Dewey?
and Frank.
Joe and Frank. They're fun.
Shout out to Joe and Frank.
Shout out to Joe and Frank. They're
Joe and Frank.
doing some good
Yeah,
stuff. out
yeah.
there.
Joe and Frankie. Oh,
Yeah, they're on the south side.
All
yeah.
right.
You want to do something together? You let
What-
us
what are we
know.
doing?
We're
Let's do
doing
this
things
shit.
that dad says.
all right. Here we go. I'm going first. Make sure
Okay.
you're talking to the mic.
Yeah.
Okay, pressure's on.
I'm dead.
I'm dead. No, you got to press the button now. Okay, you go, James. I'll go through.
Hey yo,
That
that was terrible.
wake up, Schmohawk.
That's what Dad would say.
Not Schmohawk, but he's like when he's driving.
Christopher.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh my gosh! Press P2. Shit.
Don't tell your mother.
Mary, where's my chili?
Mary. Where's my chili? What do you got, James? What do you got, James? It's gonna go. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. It's gonna go.
Let me see that.
Oh, you just started again.
Oh come on, man!
Turn
Just
it off. Turn it off.
Let's do a different
Mother-
category. Dan, give us a random category. Give us a random category of anything.
for some reason it went much better upstairs when we did Dad's
Yeah, I
responses.
think we did all of them already.
I don't know what James is gonna know.
What the
Let's do
Point your-
food.
Okay.
Food.
What am I, the
ready?
disabled
I'm going
one?
first.
Like, I don't know what James knows.
sports. At first in my head, I was sports.
Oh
I was
yeah, I
like,
probably would have failed.
Devontae Adams.
Cheeseburger.
Oh, okay. Macaronis.
Oh, you gotta go fast. You gotta go fast.
Hot dog.
Tootsie Pop.
Cucumber. Where is? Oh, there's no cucumber. Jalapeno. Jalapeno. I'm not good at this game. You know what? Why don't you guys just go back and forth? For some reason, I'm like just all tweaked right now.
Let's do Yankees.
Yeah.
Okay.
Derek Jeter.
This
is gonna be fucking good.
Albert Abreu.
Not Aaron Judge, you're a lizard.
Don't just say it. Say it with spunk.
What?
Come on, dude. Get your together. What the happened there? He just.
You suck.
What?
Wait. We gotta go again.
All right, go.
Come on, you Babylon.
Nick Swisher.
Mariano Rivera.
Aaron Judge.
Clint Frazier.
Ooh.
What a loser. Babe Ruth.
Ooh.
Lou Gehrig.
Ooh.
Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
Joe DiMaggio.
Whoa.
Joe DiMaggio. Mickey Mantle. Oh no, M's already done. Fuck. Ching Ming Wong, already done.
G.
And you used Derek
Chicken
Jeter
wing.
again.
I was gonna say Reggie Jackson. You had it in front of you.
No,
Yo, boy.
that's so hard. It's so hard.
You will never beat me in that.
Do we want to go again, or should we continue with our episode?
Nah, let's keep it.
The producer talks, that we walk.
All right.
Yo!
Okay.
This kid is a
Just
fucking
flip it
throwing
over and,
impulse. You have problems, man.
We're having a lot of fun on this podcast. For some reason, that was a
That's
bust.
what it sounds like if you didn't
For
hear
me.
me.
Well, I think it's like it's kind of a hard thing to do, like on a podcast with this table.
I think
You
you
know
know
what I
hard
mean?
thing
True.
to
True.
do.
That's true.
This
That's true.
table is just not tabling right now.
Had
It's
I
not
known,
tabling.
I could
That
have
was
set
good.
it up a little better.
good.
Yeah. All right, I got an idea.
What's that? What's that?
Favorite kinds of tables.
What the
What do you
favorite kind of table?
like?
A
If you
desk.
could have a table, like
Coffee table,
Ideal-
end table.
ideal, like dinner table, like tell me, break it down for me.
What the
Ideal dinner table.
the shape? Like what?
Yeah, like give me shape, like maybe color.
All right. Square.
All right, square,
Square. No. Rectangle.
rectangular. Okay.
Rectangular. I have a nice. What do they call that? Throwing over the table like a nice
Tablecloth?
sheet. Tablecloth. What the? Yeah.
It's all right.
That. Okay. I'm gonna take it back, and then a piece of
The
give me-
plastic on
yeah,
top.
the plastic
clear
on top.
Oh, you're going plastic.
Yeah,
on
going
top.
plastic. You know why? Because it really makes you feel you're back at grandma's house.
It does. It is an Italian kind of duty.
Yeah, especially when it's
for
on
show.
the couch.
Yeah, and whatever
Yeah.
the tablecloth is, it's like, it has some flowers, got some nice colors, a little bit. It makes you feel, you look at it, you calm. What's yours?
I
Taylor?
really love a nice coffee table, man.
I don't blame you.
Just open it. Just
Talk
like
about- talk
just
about-
cherry
talk-
on top in the room.
Talk to me a little bit about this coffee table.
I mean, we have an excellent coffee table upstairs. There's this new technology, not so new technology, that it lifts up, so it comes up if you're like eating something.
I mean, it's new to this
Show.
house.
Right. Okay. All right.
Love that.
So you
I'd
say you
have
like
some of that.
you like a square coffee table.
Yeah, but you know what table you really rely on the most? The end table.
End table is very essential because think about all the things
Or
that
what is it called? The night.
think about all the things that you just
Nightstick
come
in your
into
bedroom.
you come into counter
to a
with
couch.
that you need to put down while you're on the couch.
If you don't have an end table,
You're
fucked.
fakoots for sure. Yeah, that doesn't work.
Fucked. Most essential
you
table.
can't sit back.
Is it an end table? Oh no, I got a question. I got the answer.
What?
Most essential table. What do you think it is?
Kitchen table. You're about to say
But wait, what do you
No,
call?
think it's deep. It's deep. It's got a deep
But answer my question. What's the thing at the end of your bed? That's a nightstand.
nice
ottoman.
No,
ottoman.
End of your bed?
no, at the end, like on the side of your bed.
Nightstand.
Sorry. Nightstand.
Yeah.
I think that's very.
I'm happy we
essential.
established that.
Think
Very
about it.
essential.
Think about it. Think about it a little bit deeper. Like, what's the most essential table? What do we need these We need these tables for these 4 people.
Wait, so you just said it, right?
Maybe.
Okay. So an ottoman. Is that what you said?
No.
That's not what you said. You said
Maybe.
what? Did you hear him?
Onomatopoeia. Ottoman.
Fuck.
No, it's not it though.
Mesa.
No,
Mesa.
I'm
Desa.
done. It's the operating table.
In the house? Oh wow.
It's
on
the
the
most
piece right there.
essential table in the world.
No, it's not.
You
Saves
need
lives.
an operating table. to
In your house?
operate.
Like for surgery.
I'm not saying domestically everybody needs an operating table. No, but like in overall like landscape of the world, the most essential
You're saying
table.
the ones that are in hospitals.
Yeah, that's where they operate on people usually, right?
But
You know,
you said
I
most
think-
important that you can't go without, correct?
Right.
So if they didn't have an operating table, they couldn't bring in a slab of wood, some 2x4s, and build something.
That's then the operating table.
I think that you're insulting the other tables, and I think that the tables that are watching are very offended.
Name a better table.
The kitchen table
I
is
love
a
this
staple,
right here.
brother.
Kitchen staple in a household.
Kitchen table. You don't have a kitchen table.
staple. Kitchen table in
If
a
you don't have a-
household is a staple.
You know
I'll
the
give
part
you
of
that.
Step Brothers when they're eating off shoe boxes or something in the house and they get
Fucking
abandoned.
Great.
Listen,
That's
Oh,
your
gosh.
life without a kitchen table.
think about all those
that.
people, man. What happened? They would do surgery on the floor. You want doctors on their knees?
Bro, I get some 2x4s and you put some wheels on that thing if you want.
Truth of the matter is, if they got to operate on the floor, that ain't the worst thing. You know what you can't do, though? Eat off the floor. Not always.
5-second rule.
I could eat off
Yeah.
the floor.
I could, too.
For me, it
'Cause
depends
I'm
what
filthy.
it is. I don't
Most
care.
people,
Yeah, I'll do it.
we don't want COVID number 2.
It,
I don't care.
it depends on what floor and what it is.
What's like the worst? Like the worst thing that you could like eat off the floor?
A bat.
What'd you say? That
Yeah.
Sauce.
sauce?
Anything that's
You
absorbing
don't really
what's on
see it.
there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sauce you could kind of just scoop and it's all good.
I think all bets are off once this soup.
I
Like
think
with-
I'm thinking like I don't know, for some reason like coleslaw comes into my mind. Like if you drop coleslaw,
Yeah,
on the
anything
floor-
that's moist that's gonna absorb and like pick up any like
Yeah.
particles or dirt and dust.
oh man, you
Do
get a
not eat
hair on
that.
there or something.
You know what doesn't matter when it touches the floor for certain people,
Bread.
and they'll eat it. They'll take it anyway, but somewhat orally.
Wait,
What?
whoa, don't say it like that. But
What is it?
Cocaine.
Wow.
Oh yeah, cocaine
didn't-
could go on
you
the
didn't
floor.
expect-
Do you
me to
know
say that.
from
No,
experience?
not at all. I have some friends that are a little
People
bit
will
crazy.
be on the floor for that.
Um,
Shit, man. Shit, man.
Listen. I think that was a productive talk, but I think
Yeah.
we need to get into something more.
Yeah. What I wanted to, what I want to say.
Yeah,
is,
more legit, more like hard hitting. Like let the people know what the this is. For
Yeah.
fucking once, mother.
Whoa! Wow!
Relax,
wow!
bro.
Got to embrace. Wait, embrace new
Got 'em out,
experiences. Embracing new experiences. How
Yeah.
do you feel about embracing? Did you just like shut down? Did the battery shut off or something?
Hey, I don't know.
Beep,
I've been
beep, beep,
going.
beep.
I've been going through things.
I get. Look, you know what? You just came off like an 8-day straight thing.
8 day
right?
work. Yeah, work
That's a
weekend.
lot. That's a lot. I mean, it's not as much as 20 like I did, but
You've done
You know.
20 days in a row.
I have.
20 in a row.
No, it was actually 15.
What are you doing? Baking cakes?
No, 2 jobs. I'm not going to get into the details. No, I'm going to get into the details. No, I'm not going to get into the
I've
details.
done,
That's
like-
Just give me the jobs.
I was plumbing, cab, selling trees.
Oh, 3.
I've done.
People
I've
need
done
their Christmas
trees
trees.
at the end
People
party.
need to get to where they need to go to, and people have
People always
fucking.
got. Yeah,
Wow. So
I've done.
you're-
I've worked 2
Makes
weeks
sense.
straight before.
Yeah, it's because I crashed my girlfriend's
Shit
car at the
messes with you.
time, and then I had to fix it.
To make some money,
You have to
kid.
make that money.
Yeah, you know.
Moolah.
Could
Back to what?
Yeah, new experiences.
New experiences
Embracing
bring change. They bring
People don't like change, though.
in a good way, though.
No. But I don't like change. I'm not a fan of change. I don't do that.
You're not a fan of change?
No, I don't.
But
do
what
that.
if you give me
you're
100
not a fan
and
of
it's
change-
only $50?
your change?
Then what? I get to keep
What?
the 50?
Say that again.
Nothing.
If you're
I know what you're
not
saying.
a fan of change, then you can sit in that chair for the rest of your life and do the same thing you're doing. right now.
I'd be good. I'd be good right here.
That's
I mean,
that's
I'm
the
fine.
epitome of no change.
I'm fine.
You'd be good sitting here for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
How would you eat?
Well, that's a little bit next level.
Would you develop some sort of feeding system?
I'm sorry. Hold on. Are you getting tired of us or something? You leaned away from your mic. What the your problem, dude?
No, for real.
Oh, it's a late pod. It's definitely a late one.
It's not that late. It's only 1 a.m.
Pretty late.
All right,
We're
whatever.
having fun here. We're
No,
kicking
this is
it.
good. I'm getting into
Shut
this.
up.
My nipples are hard.
But
You're a
New-
croissant.
I think I'm
New-
sleeping here tonight.
I don't know. I
you
think
sleep wherever you want, Danny.
when we wrote this down, it might have.
my room.
I
tonight.
think
Yeah,
when we
no.
wrote this down, it had more like substance.
Well,
But
let's see if I
you
can
sleep in the
suck
guest
it out
room
of
if
you.
you want, dude.
All right.
Nobody's ever slept
Wow.
in there. You can be the first.
I'd like to see you try.
I really want somebody to sleep in my
Just got
guest room.
between brothers.
Hey, listen, somebody out there, if you need a room,
Dan, you actually sleeping?
I want
there?
somebody to sleep in there. So
Probably not.
Oh, you're capping for the audience.
You're
What's
gonna
wrong?
get-
What's
you're
wrong with
gonna
sleeping in
get-
our
my
house?
cat, bro.
you're gonna
You
gaslight
say
a
probably
sleepover
not
right
like
now.
like our house isn't like a
Fortress.
a fit environment to sleep in.
You're really-
because I like my own bed.
You
You're really-
think you're better than us?
You're really gaslighting a sleepover right now.
I mean, if you guys want to cuddle, we can.
I do.
I have popcorn.
I love cuddles.
Come on, dude.
I feel like I'm gonna wake up and just snuggle next to James.
Donita's
I'll
purely
have-
a little spoon.
I'll have
bro.
Simba next to me.
Listen, Nick will go. Nick will go into work late. We'll go to
Pure
the
little
diner.
spoon right here.
We'll go to the
Come
diner.
over here, Donito.
Talk to him like that for the rest of the show. But you listen here, little Donita.
Nick, why can't you? Oh,
Gotta accept
never mind.
change. What?
Why can't I what?
Shabado.
Hey, smack
Listen,
a hoe.
New
Talk about a
experience.
time you've been in a new experience and
You shat your pants.
listen,
you've come
new
out on top
experience-
after being uncomfortable.
New experience. It's like when I heard this, it makes me think of. Whew, whew.
You're right. You gotta go
Yeah.
to the bathroom.
Are you getting winded right now?
Sometimes the words don't want to come out. You know
Oh.
what I mean? It's tip of the tongue. Tip of the
I
tongue.
thought you were getting hot flashes.
You got a
Sometimes
breath.
they beat me up. They beat me up verbally. Sometimes when I think of new experiences, I think of doing something that you don't want to do that forces you to grow, and growth is good.
All new experiences.
Lead to some type of growth, definitely. I
Right.
think so.
I would say
Facts.
so. Yeah.
Yes.
So I feel like when you see people that are like, I just love like trying new things. Like, I don't know why I'm talking like that, but like I just feel like
That's the person you're
because
thinking of.
people have like that happy wanderer.
That
Vibe
extrovert.
they give?
Yeah.
Extrovert.
But I think it's actually like some type of just being in tune with yourself and just knowing like that's what we're here to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You get
there-
stuck in your cycle and your comfortable circle of what you do, and you don't have to be uncomfortable and this and that. It's like, but that person that likes experiencing new things and trying new things in life has realized that lets them grow and become better and like find new aspects and experiences in this life. You know,
Look,
which
you
we're
know,
supposed to do.
You're not wrong. There's a good possibility they wear pretty comfortable undergarments.
What?
Who?
What?
We wear pretty good. Yeah, I mean,
People that like change. All right. By the way, for the record, I actually do like change. Of course, I like change because change
Yeah,
means
you were playing a bit there.
new beginnings are something that enlightens deeper meaning within you. Deeper meanings within you. There we go.
Yeah,
For some
I
reason, it was
just
hard to pull
like-
that one out.
Trying new things.
I just like to try new things. I don't even wear undergarments.
Fun.
It's kind of like
Where are we going
let's
with the
talk
undergarments?
We're not going
this.
anywhere. I thought it was
I don't know.
good
I don't know.
content.
No, one
Content based, no.
example or experience that
Think about it.
I could well while you're thinking about
You
it,
can
I can
tell
say
me.
one. So like one time I tried to. This is where I failed at embracing new experiences. I was 7 years old, went to a sleepover, and I was totally about the sleepover. I don't know what happened. I was totally about the damn thing. I get to the door. My mom's walking me to the door. She's like, "You sure you want to do this?" I'm like, "Ma, I got this." And then she's like,
it's a
"Okay."
big leap.
Right? Yeah. Walked up these 7 stairs or
Tall
so.
glass of water.
And then here's the mom. I looked at the mom. For some reason, her hair, the way it was sitting, I got scared. I don't know what it was.
Mom scared you out.
Mom's hair scared me. I don't know why. I must have been only used to my mom's. I don't know. But bottom line is I looked and then I saw all the kids run downstairs. And I was like, I looked at mom. That was it.
You didn't do it.
Didn't do it. Didn't do the sleepover. I took my bag and went back home.
Me and Chris had a similar experience when we were out in the Hamptons, and we used to be really close with our neighbors. There were 2 kids our age, one Chris' age, one my age, and we are like, let's do a sleepover. So we are gonna sleep over their house.
This is a great idea.
We were staying up late, whatever. We didn't even stay up that late, but when it became time to go to sleep, like Chris chickened out first and went home, and I was like,
No, I didn't.
yes, you did. And I was like, damn, like, look at him, like this. And then I'm thinking, and then I'm like kind of by myself, but like, it's like, we're literally right next door. You know what I mean? It's not like we're
Right.
far from
Yeah.
home. So Chris left. I'm like, and then it kind of kicked in with me. So then I just started crying. I was like, I want to go home. And we both left. And then
Yeah.
that was that. But change is good.
Change
Sleepovers
ultimately
always
is
sucked.
good. Sleepovers always sucked.
You would never get a blanket.
You're in a blanket.
I
You
got
always
that
be on an
experience.
uncomfortable bed.
Yeah.
They got worse
Sleeping
as
on the floor.
They got worse like as you got older too.
Sleeping on the floor at a buddy's house or some is the worst because you know you're roughing it, and then that sleep is not even sleep.
Sleeping
at
on
that
the
point.
floor.
You're
is
just trying to
brutal.
pass the time, so you're not awake for 8 hours.
Yeah, it's
You're like
true.
you just need this time to go. So like, you don't even get rest. You just wake up and your back hurts and cold.
Yeah, sleeping on the floor is pretty bad. I know we were talking about embracing new change, but embracing change and new experiences, but I'll tell you one that I had no choice to embrace. Now that we're talking about like sleeping on the floors, not gonna tell you the reason, but I wound up in a cell, like a jail cell, and I had to sleep on the floor. And when I woke up, I found out I was sleeping next to.
Somebody on the floor.
I don't know how. There was a toilet there, but
While you're sleeping?
Well, the way
actually, I
the
would bug out.
first thought that
There's
came to
another-
my mind when you just said that was that somebody didn't want to rest their ass on the toilet while in there, so they missed while.
no, they probably just
By
didn't
hovering
give a
position.
it was
fuck.
like a rag. It was like a little rag.
Oh,
It was probably like someone that was like, "This, I'm thinking right here. And these people are gonna watch me because that's what I think of this place."
So here's the other thing. I was in the cell with another guy, and that dude was laying across the only bench that there was. So I'm like, well, I got no choice. What am I gonna do? Say, yo, dude, can we cuddle? Would have been nice, but hey, we'll wind up on the floor.
Yeah,
So,
went on the
slept with
floor.
But
there's gotta be something that's like, yeah, you guys are all smelling my right now. I feel like I would get enjoyment out of that.
What?
You're-
In a cell.
There's
in
been
front of
a
everybody.
lot of points in this podcast where I've been questioning both of your thoughts. Actually,
You don't think that that's like some sort of like you just
get
look,
enjoyment.
just look in the eyes. And just,
I think
I
you're
think that-
speaking to
fuck,
like
maybe
not
that's- maybe
wanting
that's
to
sort of
be.
empowering.
You're speaking to like not being alone. Like, all right, we're in this together.
Huh?
You know what I mean?
No,
Like you smell my.
You
Dude.
could find that in anything.
That's something weird. That's weird.
listen,
Right?
I-
You get what I'm
That's really
saying?
fucking
You
shit.
get what I'm saying. Considering
it's kind of
what
like
you
a,
just
it's
said.
kind of like a dog marking its territory. That's all I'm saying.
So you like to mark your territory
I do.
with your. That's great.
If I ever
look,
find
you'll
myself in a
find things-
jail cell with one of those metal-looking toilets, I'm in it.
You know, I always had a feeling that you would be like a monkey and start like.
It's almost 2:00 in the morning. We're
All right,
talking
yeah,
about
look,
shit on
we're-
this
Let's
podcast.
get into Nico's.
I think you're pushing. Okay.
Please stop.
Am I
Yeah.
pushing the tempo?
You know, well, I mean, we're
We can shelf it if you want.
no, take it,
What were we shelving? Did I done something?
but
Sorry, I'm just in a
Dude,
shitty mood.
This is rough.
We're talking
people
about
start
shit.
people start podcasts to avoid therapy.
It's kind of funny.
Isn't that great?
Do they?
Well, that's the reason why you said that you.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just.
I think
I honestly,
I'm not gonna lie.
it's nice to come down here and talk to you guys, who judge me with
chop shop.
Yeah, but you guys judge me with like good intent,
100%.
And therapists, I feel like are a little.
Dude, therapists are narcissists, I think.
We spoke about this in the.
You're not.
You shut up! That's what I would say if I was a therapist. You shut up! Get a job! Figure it out!
Did that voice play just freaking
That was a little
Did she just say that? She
What'd
said
she
you're
say?
not. You think you're fine, but you're not fine.
They ask you if you're fine, but you're really not fine inside.
Who cares, bro?
We're all not fine inside.
Go
Find the
fucking
fine that's
work.
fine.
I'm kidding. That's kind of outside of our culture. If you're not fine, you could talk to us.
Yeah, the truth of the matter is,
Why not?
you have fine particles in your body, and you have unfined particles. How we doing can help you with that.
I think therapists like hearing other people's problems, and they look at it like a game. And I'm talking about certain therapists that are bad therapists. I think there's probably definitely great therapists out there that were trained to do it and they know what they're doing. But some of them, they find pleasure in other people's problems, and it makes them feel better about their life.
I would
You know what I
hope
mean?
not. I would really hope
Tony
not.
Soprano, she had a drinking problem. She was a therapist. What the is that?
Yeah.
The same
Couldn't
thing
deal
how
with
we
everybody's
said
problems.
last week you should have like a test to get into society. and one of them was like, when you drive, you should do the road test at a certain age again.
So you should have
Therapists should be checking in, like, hey, are you on drugs? You an alcoholic? Like every 3 to 5 years, I think therapists should be checked.
Maybe put in for that. Maybe talk to some people.
That's not bad.
Run a poll.
Donald Trump could sign an executive order. That could be done in 2
Throw
seconds.
some weight around.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing
Figure it
things.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
people-
pod's like our therapy.
I think listening to podcasts are therapy for both parties, for the people, for the viewers and the hosts, for 100%.
Yeah.
I think that it's beneficial. It's good. It's good stuff.
Baba has a piece.
You what are you got EDD
I think
right
we
now?
need to
What's
get
going
another
on?
one.
Yeah, the Aaron Judge Superman, June 20th. You got to go, Chris. I don't know if I can get off work, but you have to go.
Oh, man, it's really fun.
Okay.
We
Well,
could
Maybe we should
do
switch
that.
the numbers.
what you got on Nico's
What do
notes?
you hear?
You only hit 26.
Shut up.
Sorry.
What do you
Nick,
hear? Mute his mic for my whole segment, Dan.
Nika.
What do you hear? What do you say? Welcome back to another edition of Nico's Notes. How we doing? You can unmute him. That's all right.
You
Thank
want to hear me fucking talk? Oh, I'm back.
So I just
Hey,
got
guys.
2 things.
Just 2? Thank God.
Let's do. I always debate the order. One is kind of like a thought, and one is like a lesson. Tell me.
Thought, go.
I don't want to be told what to do, so yeah.
So the thought is, you got police departments all over the country, all over the world, right? When there's a crime, they take in evidence, right? So I saw this post that like police took impounded supercars and they made them into like active duty cars or whatever you call them. Which is like great. Now they're driving around and they're fast,
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
So things that go into evidence, what do they just sit there for forever?
Yeah, you watch Dexter.
Yeah, well, that's what I think of. That's my reference point.
I think that there's probably some sort of like time where it's like, okay, we have too much. We can't store it anywhere. We have to get rid
That's
of
what I'm
it.
saying. There has to be a grace period where, okay, this cold case is done.
But
or
I'm sure-
this-
Yeah, but there's probably.
But they always want to pull from stuff.
Well, yeah, there's probably stuff that goes to like auction and
Well,
stuff like that.
my main concern is money, right? Like,
Like
that
what?
goes
How are
right
they?
that goes right to their pockets.
I don't think so, Chris.
I'm not
Can you
sure.
look that
if
up
the-
then?
I'm not. Yeah. Like, what did the police
I think
do
money
with
goes
their?
into evidence. They don't make a profit.
Come on.
When
That's
you
corrupt.
when you say money goes
That's
into evidence, what do you
stupid.
mean when you say that though? Like, how does the what do you
When
mean?
they seize,
Like a car, like a fast
no, when
car?
they
Right.
seize like cocaine and money with it from like Pablo Escobar or whatever it is,
and they hold it down.
it's
for a
illegal
period of
money,
time.
this and that. What do they do? Because you're essentially taking money out of the economy, which is not good. But how do you
Yeah.
disperse it back into the economy?
What's Zani
But a lot of
But
cops
that
will
doesn't
take
make
that money.
sense to say the money.
What?
The money's not in the economy if it's drug money.
Yeah, it's true.
Facts.
I mean, it's still in the economy.
All right,
it's
but
not.
Oh yeah,
something
no, it
that's-
is in the economy.
If Pablo Escobar goes and buys a house, it's in the
yeah,
economy.
drug dealers are still going to
Yeah, but
7-Eleven.
it's
and
unmarked
shit.
money. That's why you gotta wash it through other.
What do you
shit.
mean unmarked money?
That like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not considered an income or it's not considered anything. So it's
Like in the taxes of all things.
I guess
but
no,
like,
you're
you
probably
know,
right.
like
It's still
in
money
one,
that could
yeah,
be
one way or
spent.
another. So what do they do though? Let's see. Okay, you probably read faster than me.
Rules generated auctions are used to compensate victims of crimes. Oh, interesting. Supporting law enforcement agencies, funding community programs. Yeah,
Okay.
so that
That's
it goes to
interesting.
them. It goes to victims of crimes.
They retain up to 80% of the proceeds from seizures made in collaboration. So they basically keep all of it, no?
It would be dumb to put American money into evidence and have it just sit there.
If there's like blood on it, you probably have to.
They wash it.
They
Oh,
wash
yeah,
it.
they clean that
I've
up.
seen
A
it.
little bit of.
If you were a cop and like they seized like, they hit a house and like they went
Be
in the
careful
safe.
now if you ever want to be a cop.
No, never.
All right.
Would you like say there's just stacks? Like would you just take a couple like Quinn and Dexter?
No.
It's the crazy
He
thing
winked.
is-
Chris winked.
No, I didn't.
I would. If I'm the only one in the room, yeah.
I am.
Yeah, I could be discreet.
I mean, I wouldn't do it at all.
No.
Yeah, two of my brothers.
I
Winky
look the other way.
liars, Winky liars.
I
don't
don't
know.
I'm not sure if I would do that.
I think,
but
there's probably some common sense involved, but it's also like they have to follow the law more than anyone, right? They're police, like, even though some people argue that they don't, but
Here would be my decision.
you got to do the right thing with these things, like
You got to do the right thing.
guns, money, and cars. What are you doing with them?
All right, listen. This is what I would do. If it was me,
Yeah.
I'd go ahead. I take a stack for me, and then I take
Yeah.
another stack to justify for me, and I give it to the poor.
That's very nice of you, Giacomo.
And then I feel okay. Not really. I can't do it. I can't do it.
They should be putting it into like anything that is for the good, whether it's like giving back to the neighborhood,
The victims.
charity,
Yeah.
foundation.
I think they are doing that.
Maybe
Though.
homeless that don't do drugs, because then they're just gonna, if they're giving it to homeless.
I
that do
think
drugs, it's
homeless
gonna
is
be
kind of
waste.
a shaky topic there.
Yeah.
because they can't really control them.
Going by that breakdown, it seems like they put the money into relevant, related.
Yeah,
The related.
Could you look up
You know what I'm
like
saying?
police
Dan,
topics.
just
Yeah,
like one
like,
more,
or whatever
I
the
like saying topics right now.
like for the
Topics.
families, the victims.
just
That's a
one
perfect
more
example.
statistic.
Yeah.
Like, how much money did the New York State, whatever, how much money did the NYPD seize in
Last year.
evidence the last year? Yeah.
Why don't-
word that however you
While
want.
he's looking that up, why don't you slide into your next topic because you're boring me.
Why don't you not direct me during my segment? Huh?
Could you please?
I'm upset with you tonight. You have not been a joy. Last week you were a joy. This week, kaput.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a little cranky.
Yeah,
Getting a little
you're
perturbed.
wonked out. You're wonky.
Yeah, I'm getting a
Dan,
little
you give me that
perturbed.
stat and we're off into the last lick it.
Okay,
Slick it.
you got something. You got something. Come on, quick with it. Quick with it.
Come on, chat GPT.
This is the most recent full estimate.
$17 million. The f- are they doing?
What, in
17 mil- They should pay people to that follow the law with that money, like a tax rebate, bro. You kidding me?
If you stay out of jail, you
If
get
the
some of
police
that
gave
money.
me money to not commit crime, I would freaking help him out myself.
You need
I
some
guess I should just
volunteers.
become a cop then, if that's because they'll pay you.
Wait, so
to,
in 2015 they only retained $11,000 in cash. That's
and 98 vehicles.
Yeah, they
That's
had some.
bullshit. Yeah, they
they
were
had
watching
some-
that.
They had some different cops back then.
But in
yeah.
2021,
No, I'm just saying.
yeah, it's going right to the.
well, 2021, that's because they
pockets.
got El Chapo, bro. You know what I'm saying?
All right, slide.
All right, so this one is it's a cool video I saw. It could have been made by AI or not, but I like the message of it. It's pretty interesting. So we're talking about Ninja Turtles.
All right,
Okay, I like that.
You got Raphael, Michelangelo, Donatello, Leonardo, right?
right.
All
Those are my
Italian
boys.
names.
Who's your favorite, by the way?
Leonardo.
Raphael.
Wow, you guys are gay.
Wait, what'd you say? Leonardo?
I said Leonardo.
Leonardo makes sense.
I was gonna say Leonardo, if not, yeah, Raphael.
I think. Yeah. All right, that's cool.
What's the other one? Donatello.
That one,
and-
Michelangelo?
See, like Donatello
Oh,
underrated.
Donatello is underrated. He
I
gets
think
overlooked.
Michelangelo might be my favorite.
There you go.
Michelangelo's
That's
the
the one.
funniest. Those movies are great.
Yeah.
Those movies are awesome.
Didn't they just make a new one?
But I don't think it was the same in that same universe or whatever you call it.
They
Was it?
did. They did.
No.
Didn't they make an animated one?
But the first
Yeah, I think
one,
so.
The first one, not to get off. I know you got this, but
Mm-hmm.
the first one was ahead of their time.
Yeah.
Those movies
That
were
was
great.
Files, no.
What was the antagonist? What was his name?
Somewhat an S, right?
No, it's Splinter and then
The Chinese guy, right?
yeah.
Donito, help us out there on that.
The antagonist in the
Shredder.
Where is this going? Shutter?
Shredder.
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 there it is.
Dan knew off the top of the head. Yeah. So basically, this highlights how Splinter was wise
I got a clip after that.
because right, Splinter, like raised the turtles.
He
Turtles,
raised them
yeah.
boys, yeah.
So he was wise with picking which weapon they got.
Oh, see, they look stupid.
That's the new
That's
one.
the new one. That's bad.
Oh,
Michelangelo-
Michelangelo
bad.
looks terrible.
What are they
look,
doing?
They
They
look
look
like they haven't
frail.
worked out in years.
I need my bacon, egg, and cheese too.
What
Nah,
the
turn this
fuck?
shit off.
Yo, no, I can't.
Let me get
That's bad.
Oh my god. What, dude?
Let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese. Twin Softees?
Yeah. They're half.
I hate how they have to put in like the new like slangs to like be current. It really bothers me.
You guys are not fun.
But shut
Dead
up.
ass, bro.
We're
This
just
shit's
used to
funny
some,
as
we're just
fuck.
used to some better, bro. That's not entertainment.
Those
That's
movies
fucking
were so
stupid.
much better. Like, and when it was time to work, like these homies worked. Bro.
Yo,
They
I
was
wanna-
twirling, throwing people.
I want
What's that movie on? I want to watch it.
I want like a
Yeah.
15-year. No, maybe not 15. I want like a 12-year-old to go watch that and say, "Oh no, this is awesome," whatever, and then go and watch the original.
They're
movie.
gonna like the other one better just because
They're
of their
brainwashed. Can I get to
They're
this?
gonna. All right.
Sorry.
I hear what you're saying. I mean,
So-
listen, I'm a fan. The originals are the best.
They're the best.
Love that.
Yeah. There's 2 or 3.
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
2, 3.
So
What were you talking about Ninja Turtles for?
I'm
He's
getting
getting
there.
He's getting there. He's going. He's going. Go.
You ready?
Hit it. Go.
No.
Bang. Go. Don't give a about that. Go.
So Splinter gave them certain weapons. So Raphael was the most aggressive. So they gave him the sai, which is like the short blades, right? So he could it's a defensive weapon. So he could be taught restraint, right? Michelangelo was the most like scatterbrained, right? So he gave him nunchucks for focus to avoid hitting himself. Donatello's the smartest, right? So he got a bow staff, which is just like the stick. It's a simple weapon, but relies on skill. And then Leonardo got the katanas, the deadliest weapons, teaching him responsibility. And he's kind of the leader, right, Leonardo?
Was that the
Yeah.
one with red?
Blue Leonardo.
Oh, the blue. He's the blue guy.
So
Yeah,
like
two
Splinter
fucking
basically he focused on growing their greatest weakness to strengths, by which weapon he gave them
Yeah.
and taught them to
He's
use.
coach of the year, man.
So
I like that.
yeah, like if you look at that in like the grand scheme of things, like I like to think God does that for us in a way, or like we have to find our way along that, right? Like he's giving us opportunities and ways to grow our weakness to strengths.
I like that.
That's why like you're always fighting in a battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Physically, spiritually, mentally. Yeah, that's a good point.
Like you'll find yourself like at the same point of like dealing with the same thing, is like you have to get over that hump and deal with that and conquer that. Right?
Yeah, like don't be defeated. You could be a Ninja Turtle.
You could be a Ninja Turtle. That's my message
be a
for the
Ninja
How We
Turtle.
Doing Pop this week.
You.
And that's going to do it for Nico's notes on 99. Number 99.
99.
Next week's a big one. 100. 100 episodes. There will be celebration. There will be big things. There will be big things. It'll be a fun time. You don't want to miss it.
Heck yeah.
Thanks.
Signing off from
Thanks,
Nico's
Nick.
notes.
Thanks, Nick.
Got
How
a
we
little
doing?
message.
Truly another great notes. I thank
Very
you.
genuine.
I thank you for providing the people with such great wisdom and thought. And listen, I just want to say, wrapping up this 99th episode, that nothing gives me more joy than seeing you guys every week down here, and just being us, just
Yeah.
being.
But you're not being you right now.
Yes, I am. Why can't you just let me be, man?
Because
Because I'm trying to have a wholesome moment, and you got to be an asshole.
You can't be wholesome by being just
Whatever you
just
say,
talking.
I want to piggyback and I'm gonna throw it back at you if you don't mind. I want to just say a little something too.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Like I know you
And
feel that way.
That sounds good. I feel that way.
I know you feel that way, but the way you're saying it could imply to others that you're being sarcastic or not genuine.
I don't know why you would say that.
You do this tone that you talk in, and it's just like, what the
Yeah,
fuck
I
are you saying?
I don't know why you would say that.
You know what? You're right.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know
right.
why you would say that.
I think I'm just saying what I want to say.
We're all musicians.
Freedom
we pick
of
up
speech.
on phrases like that.
Yeah. Wait. So you said you had something to throw back at me?
Oh no, not at you, but like
Yeah, throw it
I'm
back.
gonna after. I wanted to say
Oh,
something.
you wanted to just tell the people something.
Yeah.
All right. So you why don't you just
go for it. Okay.
just
okay,
give
okay.
them it?
All right. Listen, we say a lot of things on this podcast. All right, we don't want our viewers getting offended. Okay, we get a little crazy sometimes, but that's really, because well, we all got a little crazy in us, and we have fun on this podcast. We don't really have any type of judgmental feeling towards anybody. Okay, whether you're this or that, purple, yellow, this, okay, certain personality, we don't really give a
unless you're a therapist. You.
that.
I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm just kidding. It's a
No.
joke, bro.
But I just feel grateful to do this podcast. I just want our viewers to know that we love you, all you, no matter what.
Yeah. Reach out,
thick.
comment, subscribe. Let us know what you're thinking. We want to talk to you guys.
We
man.
appreciate you. Thank you for watching and listening for all these 99 episodes. If you have been, leave a comment down below if you have been watching all 99 episodes. And stay tuned. We'll see you next week on the How We Doing podcast. Dan, rip that music.
We're going to the moon for next week's
Let's go.
episode.